Number 6, I would say, would be I did not poll my audience to find out if Animal Crossing was the title for them. I just assumed because it's a huge game and I loved Animal Crossing that that was the game that my audience and my fans really wanted to have. Hello YouTube, this is Adrian Trotter and thanks for clicking in through for the top 10 GLEAM mistakes that I have performed here in 2020. I create this video for you so the way you can learn what not to do when doing GLEAM, and we'll see if this video will help you in your next contest. If you're new here to the channel, please subscribe to, I do a lot of gaming content, videos for League of Legends. Final Fantasy VII Remake has been quite enjoyable, which you'll see a couple of those videos somewhere here in this vicinity. You could follow that. And if you're interested in keeping this going for me as a more of a full-time gig, I do have a Patreon. Links are in the description. One more thing is if you are looking to be a sponsor to this channel, I am open for taking sponsorships as of the making of this video. So without further ado, let's continue on to this video. So my very first mistake, I would say, for the GLEAM giveaway was not really gauging the time. What I mean by that is I just went ahead and created it just as a test, if you will, and I left it open for an entire month. And I think that really hindered me because the excitement of releasing Animal Crossing almost 2 weeks after the actual date and release date of the game really hindered the growth it could have been. Now, I'm not saying that I got zero growth. Actually, I was quite surprised with the level of growth that did come from this giveaway, but it wasn't where I really wanted it to be. Number 2, I would say, would be running a Facebook ad without really getting anything back from that Facebook ad. Usually this goes against all my practices of what I know and understand of how Facebook ads work. What I mean by that is when you create an ad, usually you have a budget. Then that budget gets matched up with what you're expected to do as a return. Well, I didn't really expect any real return monetarily speaking. I just wanted more people to follow me and know what kind of content exists that I create. That really shot me in the foot because I just spent, and I'll even show you on the screen, about $150 in Facebook ads for the duration of the giveaway. And I did gain some subscribers on my YouTube. I gained some Twitch followers and also some Twitter and Instagram followers as well, which was what I was really going after. In retrospect, hindsight being 2020, I would definitely have just maybe asked for someone to go through on Patreon, so in that way they can become a fan there, subscribe there, and then I can gain some money back from me spending that money in that marketing budget. Number 3, this is a huge one right here, is I actually spent money on a physical copy of Animal Crossing. That was bad, and it will lead me into my number 4 after that, but let me explain number 3. So me spending that money on a physical copy gave me so many barriers because I was not expecting the COVID-19 crisis to be as big as it was. So that really is the prices to send things from the United States to really anywhere really is very bad. That is what I would say about buying that physical copy. What's interesting is I actually bought a digital copy for myself and claimed the digital copy because I was like, you know what, I want to have it on my system. If the Nintendo Switch dies anyways, there goes my whole account for Animal Crossing, which is one of the things, if you don't know, Nintendo does. But that's one thing, having that physical copy really gave me some limitations in creating this giveaway. Now, number 4 would be is that I created this giveaway as a worldwide giveaway. I targeted countries such as Australia, such as New Zealand, such as the UK. I just went all around, just super broad stroke, which I really should not have done that with a physical copy. Now, I'm not trying to say I don't want fans from those places. I just would change that to a more of a digital copy in my next go round, because then I could just give them the code that same day without spending any more of my money. So far, I actually am going to pull up my calculator on my computer here. So let's just say I spent $150, $60 on the game, and then here is the kicker. Number 5 is I ended up shipping it to Germany on a budget that actually cost me more to ship it than the actual game itself. It cost me about $78 to ship the thing away from the United States to Germany. So congratulations on the winner, but that mistake really did cost me, and that being my number 5 was that the spending all that money in shipping alone without doing any research on figuring out if that shipping to these places that I spent money to do the ads for would be beneficial. Number 6, I would say, would be I did not poll my audience to find out if Animal Crossing was the title for them. I just assumed because it's a huge game and I loved Animal Crossing that that was the game that my audience and my fans really wanted to have. Judging by the comments on my video has about 288 views as of now that I sent all my traffic to, Animal Crossing was what my audience wanted, but I had no idea. I was doing this as a complete shot in the dark, as a complete experiment, which was like about $220 more than the actual game itself. And again, I'm not complaining about that. I'm just giving you my mistakes, that if you are trying to do this yourself and trying to go into GLEAM blind, I would say, hey, hopefully you're researching, hopefully you land on this video so you can say, oh man, I don't want to do those mistakes that Adrian did. Number 7 would be I didn't really take into account that to bring in people for my audience during times I was live on Twitch. So I ran the ad as a huge blanket ad, which was going through all times of day, whether I was live on Twitch or not. And I would say that is a huge mistake. What you want to do, and what I want to do for the next one, is create this ad and run it while I'm actually live. So when people tune into Twitch, they're not just following just to get that entry into the contest. They're following because, hey, I'm pretty funny on the stream, or hey, this League of Legends content is something for me. That's what I would do differently that I didn't do this last time. Number 8 would be to actually create a contest that's related to the game that I stream a lot. Right now, through League of Legends, I play it a lot. If you look at my channel, you'll see like nothing but League content except for maybe some Final Fantasy VII stuff. You don't see any Animal Crossing stuff on there, which I plan to add, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, in the future here, because we actually have some banger content. I'm telling you, we have these great ideas, my wife and I, on our island, and we're just like still planning it. So I want to make the best quality content for you guys. But number 8, that, like I said, was just not creating the giveaway to match at all the content that's currently on my platform. Number 9, I would say, is not consulting my wife. That would be a huge one. Why is that one? Well, because I always have these like awesome ideas in my head without bouncing it off the soundboard, which is my wife, who has some really good financial knowledge, who's a year older than me. She has lots of experience, not in gaming per se, but she would say, well, no, that sounds like a horrible idea. You're going to spend $220 more just to run a contest. You know, maybe you should think this through. Where can we save some money? you know, things like that. I feel that's my bad, but I kind of wanted to do this behind her back anyways. So that way she didn't know. I could just do it and say, just like raw without anybody's input. And so I get what I get for doing that, but I would say that's a huge mistake that I don't want to have ever happen again. And for number 10, the biggest, one of the biggest errors that I see is I did a contest way too early in my career. The problem with contests, and I know this from experience, is that people just follow you just to be an entry. They don't really care about the content. They don't think it's funny. They don't think it's fun. They don't know you. They don't care about you. They just want free crap. So I would highly recommend, if you made it this far in this video, if you're thinking about doing GLEAM, look at your numbers, man. Take a look at your analytics, take a look at what your audience you currently have, and if you're doing it for just an experimental purposes, go for it. But if you're looking to grow your audience, there's other ways that are way cheaper than just running a contest and being like, hey, here's this game, and hopefully you win. When you do win, great. If you don't, you know, that sucks to be you. And the people that don't really win, they unsub from you. They stop following. They take back what they gave you because they're so salty from not winning the contest. So hopefully those 10 reasons will maybe dissuade you or maybe help you think twice in creating your GLEAM content or creating your GLEAM contest. And on the next video, I think I'm going to do this in the next video, but I'm going to basically say the things that I did really well. So enough of the Crybaby Fest. I'm going to say the things that I did well in that GLEAM got me. All right. Thanks so much. And if you are, like I said, if you are new to the channel, I said this at the very beginning, so I'll say it at the end, please give me a sub. It'll let me know this is the type of content that you like to see. Also, if you want to keep this going and you want to support everything that we have going on so far, go ahead and subscribe to me on Patreon. I definitely put the shout outs at the end of the videos for the patrons that as a thank you. And if you don't want to do any of that, you just want to watch, thanks for the view. Appreciate you coming all the way through, and we'll see you on the next video.
Oh, it's dizzy. Oh!
You're not even doing anything! Poor mommy!
Oh, something fell. Your band fell. Ah! Woo! Yay! We're going fast, everybody! Ah! Woo! Why are you saying mama?
He's saying mama! Mommy! Mommy! Mommy!
She can't hear you.